are there any rookie quarterbacks you like recommend sending in now?
Should I just use the $40 per card grading service, or should I just sell them raw, kind of take my losses, and move on to basketball?
Yeah, I have about 20 PSA 10s of the quarterbacks that I graded. I wanted to know, like, should I sell those at the National, or should I sell those at card shows or on eBay later in August?
Welcome to the Eric Michael Show, where we talk about sports, business, sports cards, money, collectibles, and everything in between. And if you like that stuff, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And in this specific video, I'm going to talk about something that's very common. What or who are the best rookie cards, and what are the best rookie cards to buy that could actually go up as we get into the NFL season, which is coming up in about a month and a half, okay? And I'm going to say stuff that you're not going to expect, all right? So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to start with the worst, so like who not to buy, and then I'm going to go in the best to buy. Because the best to buy, it's important to understand who the worst to buy. And once again, this is just my personal opinion. At the end of the day, anything could go up in value. You just never know. Like the third string quarterback for the New York Jets could pop off and go up 10 times in value, right? You just don't know, okay? Keep that in mind, right? I'm not a fortune teller. But this is just off of my personal experience, all right? So let me share my screen here, and let me show you something. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back a few years. Let's go back last year, right? Let's go back last year. So I want to show you guys something. CJ Stroud. Let's look at his cards. This is a Silver Prism PSA 10. And let's look at Jaden Daniels. Silver Prism PSA 10. All right. These are similar cards. Even though you think they're not similar, they're similar. Watch. I'm going to show you why they're similar. So if we go back to like all data, all right, you can see this light blue line is Jaden Daniels, and this line is CJ Stroud on the bottom. Let's look at CJ Stroud first. CJ Stroud last year was like this year's Jaden Daniels. He was like the man, right? He had a crazy rookie year. He just popped off. No one expected him to. And his card sold for a lot of money. And you could see his Silver Prism PSA 10 start out really high, comes crashing down, and it's stable, and it goes up a little bit before the season starts. And you could see this card got to like almost $1,000 before the season started. And then what happens when the season starts is he played well, just not amazing, and boop, shoots crashing down. All right. So let's look at Jaden Daniels, right? Isn't this line, isn't it like, let me get my mouse out of the way for a second. Isn't this very similar as to what happened with CJ Stroud, right? Isn't that crazy? It's because sports cards work and there's a lot of patterns. But you can see it starts out high, it comes crashing down, right? And then it's stabilized, and it might go up or stay the same a little bit as we get closer to the season, all right? Jaden Daniels' hype is at an all-time high, okay? So is Caleb Williams. So is Drake May. So is Michael Penix. Jaden Daniels more so because his hype is just insane. But all these guys are really hyped, okay? If you want to buy a card, and I don't usually do this. I don't buy and try to prospect and try to predict who the next great player is going to be, and who's going to play well during the season. But if you want to do so, you have to give yourself the best advantage. And buying guys that are already sky high in hype is not going to do much. If Jaden Daniels starts out the season 4-0, has like 11 touchdowns and 1 interception, his value will go up maybe a little bit because it's already people. That's what people expect already. However, if he just has a good season but not a great season, it's gonna come crashing down. I always like to refer to the beginning of a season as like the 2008 housing crisis, right? With all the new rookie quarterbacks. When I say new rookie quarterbacks, I'm talking about like Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams, the guys that got drafted last year, because their good cards just came out, a few months ago or like earlier this year. So the 2008 housing crisis, it was like there was all this inflation and all these loans were being backed by nothing. And Jaden Daniels' value is backed by not nothing because he had a good season, but very little, right? This is a lot of money for a car to sell for someone that has not proven much, right? He had one really good season. And the same goes for Caleb Williams, right? We could add in like Caleb Williams here. And Caleb Williams, I'm actually like the highest on out of like all the sophomores. But Caleb Williams in this yellow, right? It starts out really high, comes crashing down. You can see it's stabilizing now, right? So if I'm looking to buy somebody that is going to double or triple or quadruple in value, I want to buy someone that nobody is on. Okay. So I know what I'm about to say, I know I'm going to get made fun of for it, but bear with me. If I was buying somebody and I wanted to try to guess someone that was going up a lot in value, I'd be buying guys that nobody's on. Let me give you a good example. Tua. Okay. Let's look at Tua. Nobody expects anything out of Tua. People are kind of over him, right? And when something is only an opportunity when no one else sees it as an opportunity. So this is Contenders PSA 10. And I'll show you something interesting about Tua. So Tua, this was the start. What was it? The start of the 23 season. Same thing. Like people weren't really on him. They kind of liked him, but nothing crazy. And he popped off. Okay. And you could see in the 2023 season, his value it was like, like 1,000-ish, this Contenders PSA 10. And it shot up all the way to almost $2,000. It shot up a lot. His value went up a lot. And then it kind of like came back down. But I'm showing you this because if you want to double or triple or quadruple your money, you need to think in terms of not only who's a good player, but who is nobody on. So let me give you another example. So if I had to buy somebody to buy, I think that Jordan Love is potentially a good purchase. Why? Let me show you. So hold on. 2020 Contenders. That's not the right card. That's not the right card either. Come on. Give me the base card. All right. This is like one of his base contender cards. You could see in the past 365 days, this card has went down a lot in value. At one point, it's $2,000. Now it's about $1,000. Okay. Nobody's buying Jordan Love. If you buy and sell sports cards, or you just listen to ESPN or watch sports, do you hear people talk about Jordan Love? Not really, right? You hear people talk about Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams and JJ McCarthy and all these younger guys and Shador Sanders. So that's what you want to be thinking of. Another guy that I think I'm not saying to buy this guy, but I think this is a possible excellent purchase. Sam Darnold, right? His rookie year was 2018. Sam Darnold, his rookie contenders card it's $200. He's a starting quarterback for a really good team, the Seahawks, right? This is cheap. All right. $200. Where's the downside? It's probably not much, but the upside's huge. You could see even last year, this card shot up at $600 when he started to play well with the Vikings, right? So this is how you want to be thinking if you want to be like prospecting or buying guys. Buying a Jaden Daniels Silver Prism PSA 10 it's just hard for someone with that amount of hype ready to even go up above and beyond. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of what rookie cards could 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times in value. It's the guys that nobody's on. All right. By the way, if you guys have questions, feel free to call in that phone number below. I see there's a bunch of questions in the chat. And also, if we could keep the questions kind of more similar or more aligned with what I was talking about, it makes it easier to kind of just like stay on topic and stay on one subject. I think it makes it easier for everybody. But yeah, I'll be going on eBay and waiting for one of you guys to call in now. But yeah, that's how you want to be thinking. All right. Now, me personally, I don't buy guys and hold them into the season. I'm just well aware enough to know that I'm not a scout, right? Like I like Sam Darnold. I think he's gonna have a good season, but I don't know, right? I'd rather just buy guys that are down right now. And like something that I think is a good purchase right now, as I've been saying for the past few weeks probably, is basketball. I think basketball Prism is really solid. Guys like Stephon Castle and Zachary Rishashar, and I'll show you guys something cool. Check this out. This website is sick. I've been playing around with this for the past few weeks, and some of you guys may know this already, know about this website. It's called gemrate.com. It basically scrapes the data from PSA and Beckett and all these places. So check this out. This is how I use it. So you can go to like greater pop data, right? Go to year breakdown. So if I'm looking for basketball, right? I could go to basketball and I could do 2024, right? Because I want to buy the newer cards because I want to get them graded, right? And if we go to submit and let's go to Prism, right? Because we know Prism's like a top. Oh, we got our first caller. Oh, I'll have to resume. Sorry, guys. Left you on a cliffhanger. Go for it. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live. Maybe.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You hear me?
Hey, here you now. Sorry.
Hey, and if you're good, what's up? What's your name?
My name's Sean from Georgia.
You said Sean?
Yes.
Sean, what's up, dude? How can I help?
So I actually have two questions.
Yeah.
So I'm a couple weeks into your program, maybe like 3 weeks. I've bought I have 100 cards at PSA now.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Okay.
I know it says color, numbers, autos. Obviously, that's that we want to grade, but I just didn't know if there was a tier list 2 colors as far as discos, cracked ice. Like, I guess just some input on that. Like, what's the highest to sell?
So the 100 cards you have at PSA, I'm assuming you bought a lot of those you bought before the program, right?
All yeah,
Okay.
all
And then are you asking me like the best variations to buy?
yeah, correct. Like I realized there's like orange disco. Just didn't know if there's a specific color or should we just go off the low
Oh, yeah.
numbered?
So, okay. I think you're overthinking it a little bit. So,
Maybe.
right now, good to buy. You could buy do you plan on buying football or basketball right now? You could buy football, but you just need it to
I've
come
been
back.
heavy on Stephon Castle and
Okay.
Reed and stuff.
All
So
right, so
like
you're buying the right shit. So,
yeah.
the bottom line best variation to buy, like where students have made the most amount of money in the program, is like the laser and disco variation because you make a lot of money
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
they're easier to grade for whatever reason. They're easier to grade.
Mhm.
I don't know why. It's just how it is. So that's just to give you like a direct answer. That would be that.
Okay.
And then if you're buying Prism, it doesn't matter the variation. It's all really liquid. Like it could be a blue, fast break, purple, crazy, yellow, blue, yellow, green. It doesn't matter. They're all liquid.
Hmm.
The most liquid, like the most desirable, are the original bold colors. So the orange out of 49, the blue out of 199, the red out of 299, and gold, obviously.
Okay.
But I don't know if you'll be buying gold. But like those, they're kind of hard to find in good condition. But like if you want me to be like picky, those are like the best variations to buy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned gold. I have 2 gold 10s at PSA right now. One of them's supposed to go today, so wish me luck
Gold,
there.
is it a prism?
So this one, gold. They're actually both gold Caleb's. One's an optics contender. One's a Reiki.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes.
But I did express obviously because it'll be ready at the beginning of the season, and it's a out of 10. So
Hey Sean, I think your voice is going in and out a little bit. Can you put it on speaker or take it off speaker? One of the two.
yeah, let me.
The opposite of what you're doing right now.
This is better.
Uh, yeah, I think it's better. I think it's good now.
Okay.
But what was I saying? Did I answer your question or your first question?
Yeah, I answered my question. The second question I had was for rookies because I know the NBA class isn't strong. If it was better to go higher end cards, but you got to answer that too with silvers and orange lasers and stuff.
Yeah, the bottom line is you just want to make sure you're at least doubling your money, as you've probably heard me say a
Yeah.
million times, after grading it. But you do with Prism. You probably have to buy at least like, the minimum card you'll be buying is probably like $40, $50. But yeah, and I think it's always give and take, right? Because the class is not as popular, but because of that,
Yeah.
there's way more gradable cards to buy. So it's like
Yeah.
with football, right? It's a little bit harder to find cards of Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams to buy because just everyone grades, or not everyone, but like a lot of people know who they are. A lot of people grade them. No one knows who, you know, Stephon Castle is, or Zachary Richard, Reed Shepard. People do, but not nearly as much. And there's just like if you look at the pop reports, just it's insane how few cards are graded. Like how good the math is. Like a Stephon Castle Silver Prism, you 10x your money. 10
Yeah.
times your money. After fees, you're probably like 7 times your money actually. And like 30% of them get a 10. And hopefully you're in the program so you can that 30% number should be like 50 or 60% because now you've been taught what to do. But that's it. That's like mind-boggling. Like you have a 50% chance to 6, 7, 8 times your money. That's really good, right? That's why sports cards is profitable. But yeah, I don't know if that I think kind of went on a tangent. Did that answer your question?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you answered my question though.
cool. Any other
Appreciate
questions?
the insight. One thing I could say is Reed Shepard seems to be going up. It was on an auto that comped around $80 yesterday. It went for 140. So I think they're starting to catch on to the rookies a little bit. I'm seeing the comps go up every time I'm in an auction.
KD got traded there, so that's part
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
You want to hear something fucked up? If you go on eBay, there's
Mhm.
the most expensive Reed Shepard card on there is a black gold prism PSA 10. And I was gonna buy it. The guy had it at $8,000 or best offer, and I was willing to buy it for like 6,000, 6,500, maybe even 7,000 if I was in a good mood because I felt like it was a really good price. I go to message the guy. He like responds, we start negotiating. And then one day later, he's like, you know what? I've changed my mind. My price is now $15,000 because a gold kaboom PSA 10 sold for 12. I was like, fuck. And then there went that
again,
card.
it seems like they're catching on just based off what I've the rookies. So I guess buy it sooner rather than later. I just didn't know if I should take the 80. It goes for 120. It was super clean card. Kind of hesitant on whether I should have pulled the trigger on it or
Wait,
not.
what's the card?
I don't remember the exact name. It should be on my EP. It was an auto. I guess I didn't win it, so it won't tell me. It was auto that comped around 80, $86 the last 5 sales. It went top for 130 yesterday.
Yeah, that's too high. I wouldn't overpay that much.
Okay, good. Yeah, I went to 100 and then I gave up.
Yeah.
I was willing to over a little bit for the cleanliness of it, but
Yeah, usually the most you want to overpay if you're like ballsy is like 20% at most.
yeah,
If something's in good condition, that's kind of my rule.
cool. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, and that's all the questions I have for you.
Sweet. Keep doing well in the program.
Thank you.
All right, bye. We got another one. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live?
Hey, Eric, this is Cody. How are you?
You said Cody? What's up, Cody? How can I help?
Hey, man, I've been watching the content for a while now. Really appreciate what you're putting out there, but I'm
Thanks,
brand
man.
new to all this. Started ripping a couple of boxes, and that was kind of now I'm looking to make a little bit of side income. It sounds like Sean answered a lot of my questions, but I'm brand new to basketball, know nothing about it. Looking at the list that you said, but any kind of recommendations outside of just the corners? I'm looking at that back corner on a lot of these guys, trying to look at the top items, but any guidance on what may not be better off looking at a grade 10 for somebody brand new to the hobby?
Yeah, I'll try to give you a mini strategy. What's your bankroll for buying cards? Is it like $2,000 more or less?
I got like 2 to 4.
Okay. So you've probably learned at least a little bit from listening to me. So I'd start by buying basketball. Make sure you get the cards back before the season. If I were you, I would buy the easier stuff to grade. So I'd buy like Prism, but the easier stuff to grade is like the discos and the lasers. So like a good card, for example, is like let me just look so I'm not talking out of my ass here. Like a Stefan Castle disco, or what is it? A laser, Lazer. Let me just look this up. Oh wait, I'm spelling. Hold on one second. I'll give you a nice little strategy that I would do if I were you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna share. This is actually what I was about to talk about. I'm gonna share my screen and show you something cool. So what you could do?
Yeah.
So there's a website. It's called gemrate.com. GEMRATE.com. Okay. If you go on that website and you go on the right hand side to Grader Pop Data, you can go to year breakdown. And if you click basketball and do the year 2024, you can then find Prism. You could click Prism, and what you could do is sort by the most amount of cards graded. So, and then you could just look on the right hand side, see how hard or easy a card is to grade. Make sense so far?
Yep.
Okay. So once again, the name of the game with sports cards, this is going to sound terrible, but who gives a shit about the player? It's about, are you making money, right? Not who cares about the player, but like, who cares our opinion on the player? If the guy is going to be great or not great, doesn't matter. So here's an example. Matas Buzelis. He's a player for the Bulls. There's been 165 of his cards sent in for grading, and 68 of them have gotten a PSA 10. That means 41% of them are grading a 10. Okay? And if you go to Market Movers, okay, Buzelis Silver Prism 2024, this card that I'm talking about, you still with me?
Yes, sir.
So this card that I'm talking about sells for about $30, not graded. And a 10 does over $400. And you have a 41% chance of getting a 10. That's good. Right? Doesn't take a mathematician to figure out. That's good. So if you bought 5 in a Silver Prism, right? You know that's a very common card. They're all over the place. If you bought 10 of them, and even if you stink, even if 2 out of 10 get a 10, you're still making some money. And you have the budget to do so because you told me you have $2,000 to $4,000. So I would only like the students in my program, for example, they buy stuff that's harder to grade because they have a very good knowledge of like what is a card that's going to grade or not, but you don't yet. So buy the easier stuff.
Okay. And then as far as some of the websites that you use for your tools, I've seen Market Movers, Jim, the new one for me. What other sites do you recommend to help you with all the process?
130point.com to look at sales.
Yep.
That's it, really. I mean, I go
Okay.
on. I mean, you're not going to want to use this, but I go on onlyalt.com sometimes if I'm buying like a higher end card that's worth like 5,000 plus, I'll look at all the sites to make sure I don't miss any sales. So there's like Card Ladder. I don't really use Card Ladder, Market Movers, Only Alt. But in terms of what you're doing, you just need eBay, 130 point, Market Movers will probably help you. Gemrate.com will help you. EZSniper.com. Have you seen me use that?
I've seen you use it. Yep.
Yep. That's like $60 a year, I think, or $50 or $70 a year. That'll help you snipe auctions. That's really it in terms of tools. It's more of it's just a game of skill, right? Like looking at cards and can this card grade a 10? Can it not? Having a competitive advantage, knowing what players are going to gain hype before the season starts. There's not like those like the main tools though.
And last question, big football fan, more so on the college side. What do you recommend about the Bowman Chrome U coming out later this year?
For someone like you,
For some of the guys' draft picks.
So you're talking about like Shador Sanders, like that class?
But the ones that should be coming out later this year, either or next year.
You're talking about like the new Bowman Chrome University.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Gus Meyer, Kate Klubnik, some of those guys.
Oh, like Klubnik and those guys. Yeah, I wouldn't. You could, but I just wouldn't. You have better opportunities. I wouldn't mess around with that stuff. The only Bowman University stuff I'd buy is like at the moment you could mess around with some Cooper Flag. You could do that. But I wouldn't buy the college guys. And if you have been following my content, you should know that when products come out, they start really high and then boop, they crash. So don't get caught in that like downfall of the product going down in value. To simply answer your question, I would not buy it.
Got it. All right. Well, hey man, appreciate the content. Been watching a ton of it.
Yeah, dude. Any other questions?
Not today, man. Just trying to get the ball rolling.
Sweet. Yeah, go get the ball rolling. Go get some cards graded. Let me know how it goes. If you get any PSA 7s, it's part of the process. Don't blame me.
No, it's law of averages, man.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just keep in mind, it's just I don't know if you ever play poker, but it's just a numbers game, right? It's maximizing your wins, minimizing your losses, and one card will grade well. Sometimes it won't, but it's a numbers game. I always tell people, try to buy at least 5 a week, 1 every business day, and just keep the flow going.
That's going for right now is 1 a day.
Yeah, that's cool. But sweet, yeah, keep me updated. Call back in a few weeks and let me know how it goes.
Appreciate it.
All right, later. All right, we're popular. There's a lot of callers. Some days I'm popular, some days I'm not. Today I'm popular.
Did you know that one?
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I think you got some noise going on in your background. Is it like a TV or computer?
I know I was watching I was watching
Oh,
your channel, but I'm
oh,
a
that's me.
couple seconds behind.
Oh, cool. Well, what's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph. What's up, man? How can I help?
I was calling because sometimes I spend most of the month like pricing out cars and stuff like that. I haven't started selling stuff on eBay. I'm just going to car shows. But I take like my ones and $2 cars and $3 cars and $4 cars, and they like hard to sell, even though they might be liquid. It's just harder to sell. We have like better ideas that I can maybe use. I started making repacks this month, like 25 cards for like $10, and I would sell it for like 5. And those wouldn't go. Like I would have to sell like the white boxes that you can sell it like the 3200 boxes. I would
Yeah.
like probably take 2 of those and make like 100 off the boxes. But man, I know these cars are worth like thousands of dollars. Like why is it so hard?
Yeah, there's a website or a company you could like use that kind of specializes in that stuff. It's called quickconsign.com.
Okay,
That might help you out. But they'll charge you if a card doesn't sell or sells for like. But yeah, I know you could bulk send cards there. And there's another one, ComC, that'll
okay,
that'll do stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I would
yeah.
do.
Because most of the time when I would look on eBay and I would consignment, like normally I would go if I can't find a price, I'll go from the price guys are looking for. But I would go like the lowest, and I would sell it from that price. But sometimes I would come see price and try to sell it for what come see would sell it for most of the price, most of the time.
Yeah, if you're looking to just sell that stuff, you're gonna just drive yourself crazy trying to sell that stuff at card shows. I would just mass auction them using like Quick Consign or ComC and to call it a day.
Okay.
If it was me.
Uh, Also, I have one more question.
Yeah.
I bought one hanger box of the 2025 series one with I think studs on the front. And I opened up a red Diamante New York Yankees team card out of 5, and
Okay.
only one sale, so like 140. But I sold it for 75 at the show. What do you think I should have made it for?
Closer to 140.
Close to 140.
Yeah.
I know it's just so hard. They want a low bar.
Yeah, that's too much of a low ball. Or if it's worth getting graded, you may want to send that card in for grading next time.
Yeah, it's just with PSA, it takes so long. I seen SGC take a week, so I'm like more so want to go that
Yeah,
route.
if
But
your
I've been
budget
watching.
if your budget's lower, you could send it to SGC as well. They'll get it back to you faster.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, man. Thank you. I'm still watching the show. I thank you for picking up my call and calling me back,
Yeah,
man. I've
yeah.
been watching the show for like months, and I've been seeing people get calls in. I'm like, man, one day I'm gonna get me a call in.
Well, appreciate it. Yeah, call in the future. Keep me updated on how it's going.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, talk to you later. See ya.
Uh,
All right, we're calling everyone back. We have a little bit of a queue here.
I've been seeing people get calls in. I'm like, man,
Hello?
one day I'm gonna get me.
Well, this is Rudy.
Hey, what's up? It's Eric. You're live on the show. What'd you say your name is?
Yeah. All right, man. I've watched you plenty of times, just not haven't called in yet.
Cool. Well, what's your name? I didn't catch it.
Rudy.
Oh, Rudy. Got it. Okay, cool. What's up,
Yeah,
Rudy?
yeah. I've talked to you before. I believe just texting back and forth some of your texts.
Oh, sweet. Well, how can I? What do you got for me? How can I help?
Okay, man. So you're talking about grading and all that stuff. I'm doing pretty decent on the grading part. Most of my grades have come back. 8 out of 10 have been 10s
Okay.
and then 9s. So
Okay.
literally 4 of all my cards that I've sent in were kind of, hard hits, but for the most part, I got 10s.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out all these cards that I've been selling at 10s. I've been selling for like under $100.
Okay.
So I want to know which cards are the exact cards I should have that are gonna hit because I have, a select Puka Nakua Gem Mint 10 die-cast
Yeah,
silver
like
prism.
a card like that. So I think you just kind of have the math messed up a little bit. Remember, if you like my rule at least for buying cards and getting them graded is you want to at least double your money. So if you're buying a card that's $10 and a PSA 10 is $50, well, do the math. You buy it for $10. You spend $20 to get it graded, shipping, fees, blah blah blah. You're making almost no money. You need to be buying
Right.
cards. And the great thing is, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to look at sales on eBay. You can just see what PSA 10 sell for. And you can just do the math and see if you're
Uh-huh.
going to double your money. I see people do what you're doing all the time. Uh, doesn't make sense to me, right? There's just no money doing stuff like a die cut silver Puka card is probably like what, $5, $10, maybe a little bit more. It's not mathematically
Mhm.
worth it.
Yeah, I think it came up to like 50 or something.
Yeah, so it's just too hard to double your money, especially on a lower end card like that. And there's not as big of a market for him as there is like a quarterback. So PSA 10s won't do as strong. So yeah, you're just buying the wrong stuff. Buy the stuff that you
Just the
always see me
wrong
talking about.
cards.
Yeah, bad math.
Uh, okay, so now I got a Jacob Wilson Auto 10 2023 Elite Extra Edition,
Okay.
and the auto came out of 10, but the card came out of 8. How do I price that?
What is it? A Jacob Wilson Elite?
Extra Edition.
Is it numbered?
It's no, it's not. It's not. Oh, actually, yes, it is serial numbered.
Yeah, so
I
something like
apologize.
this. How do you price it? It's worth about the same as raw, whatever you purchased it at. And then also for the future, a card like this, it's not uh it's not numbered. I mean, it's not licensed. So like a lot of guys or don't prefer a card like that. You want to be buying the licensed stuff where you could actually see his logo and his jersey. So like his
Hmm.
Bowman Chrome stuff is what you want to be buying. Or like top series, but I don't think that's out yet. Or like the licensed stuff. What you're buying is not licensed and it's just not nearly as good as in terms
Okay.
of liquidity.
All right. Yeah, because I got a couple of these that have no comps to them. So I have a 2024 Prism Jason John Pro Sig Red Prism PSA DNA Cert Gem Mint 10 Auto 10
And
with the serial number
are you asking me
99.
are you asking me how much that's worth?
Yeah.
So Jace Jung, what's the product again?
It would be a 2024 Prism Pro Sig Red Prism
Okay, hold on. Let me
Gem Mint 10 Auto 10
Yes, this
with the
card's worth
serial.
like let's see, raw. I'm assuming you probably paid like $20 for it ish. Yeah, actually. A PSA 10 is probably like 50, 40, something in that range.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Like I said, I mean, I've seen other cards that are way higher than that, and then
yeah,
I just don't know who.
there's one sale. I see one sale for $5 raw, and then someone's asking $30 on eBay for one. Once again, this is just not the type of stuff you want to be buying to get graded. There's not much margins. It's too cheap. Nobody really wants the non-licensed stuff. Like Jace Chung isn't a bad player, but there's just no room to make money.
All right. And then nines, you just pretty much go for
Yep. What you paid. You just want to break
base
even.
price,
Yep.
or not base price, but
Raw.
ungraded.
Yeah. Essentially.
Okay. And then PSA has been a little rougher in these years. So are PSA nines going to go up at all?
I doubt it.
You know,
Just PSA
no one's
10s will
going to
be
play that
stronger.
game.
If I had to guess, I would just say PSA 10s will go up.
All right.
Cool.
Have I taken up too much of your time?
No, you're good. Yeah, you have one last question?
Okay, one more.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So it seems like the cards that I have with the good names, say my Victor Wimby, Michael Jordan's,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts,
Yep.
and Joe Milton's, all got killed.
Okay.
Even my Jaden Daniels, like anything that like would be making money, get nines. Like my Lucas, 9. You know,
Yep.
pink prisms. So is that a PSA thing?
Nope. It's just a lack of skill. You're just sending stuff in that
Okay.
shouldn't that had probably has damage to it, corner problems, edges, centering, has nothing to do with the player.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, with doing them, I mean, I'm getting 10s back. I got the wrong cards, obviously, but eyeballing them, I felt I was doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's just a lack of skill. That's all.
All right, man. Well, I guess that's what I got for you, and I'll keep calling it.
Cool. Sweet. Good luck. If you have anything else, just call back in the future.
All right, thanks, man.
Cool. Talk to you later. All right. Next one. Got a nice queue of callers. That guy was buying terrible stuff. Hopefully he changes. Hopefully I was able to help him.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric. It's Adam from
Adam from where?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Have we spoke before?
No, this is my first.
Oh, we haven't? Oh, your voice sounds familiar. But how can I help?
Yeah. First question I have. So like for the previous guy, what you're kind of talking about, when you get the cards, you're gonna send PSA that can double your money.
Yep.
How are you like checking those or just kind of making sure that they're the right cards to get 10s?
Wait, you asked me how am I checking those? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like are you like cleaning them off?
Oh, that's what you
Obviously
mean.
checking things.
Yeah, I wipe them down, and then mainly the main stuff I buy to get graded. I mean, or at least much more when I used to do this full time is like Prism stuff, optic stuff. Prism is like the best product to buy and get graded. Did you see me use gemrate.com before earlier?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, there's a website called
I'm gonna look at.
gemrate.com. It'll show you the gem rates of certain cards, and really any silver prism card you're going to over double your money. And it showed me that Matas Buzelis, player for the Bulls, 41% of his silvers get 10s. And raw is $30 and a PSA 10's over 400. So,
Wow.
like, right, it doesn't take a mathematician to figure out that's obviously good. So,
Yeah, I got a few of the rookie basketball prisms that are silvers, so I think I'm definitely sending those in, and then I guess from there buy more of those.
yeah, just just make sure that it's mathematically worth it to send in for grading. But that's how and then also I just look at eBay's recent sales. Like it'll just tell me, if I see a card's $100 and a 10 is $170, I don't buy it. You can just look. Like a lot of the times there's already 10 sales of all these cards. So that's kind of the beautiful thing about sports cards. You could see what you're gonna make before you even purchase the card.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and then I just pulled the. I never break pack, but I did, and I pulled a 5 out of 5, and I was kind of wondering,
What is it? 5 out of 5 what?
totally certified, 24-25.
Who's the player?
Julius Irving,
Oh, okay. Is it autograph or no autograph?
no autograph,
Okay.
but The one sale is $250
Okay.
on eBay, and I think it's got a good chance to like grade a 10, send it in.
Let's see. Yeah, I would send that in for grading if it looks to be in good condition.
And then like even with that's I mean
Even what you're
you should
you're cutting in and out of it a little bit.
okay.
What'd you say? Even
You
what?
even with a 9, you think you'll still like money back on that?
What do you mean
At
money
least
back? You already pulled it. You didn't really purchase it. You just kind of got lucky, so you're kind of free rolling. And if
yeah, you're right.
it looks to be in good condition, send it in for grading.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's part of like that's not a card I'd personally buy and get graded, but I mean you already got it, so you know you might as well send it in for
Right.
grading if it looks good.
All right, sweet.
Cool. Any other questions?
Uh, and then this like comp sheet
Yep.
that's where you're like just kind of sending off like a ton of like this year's rookies in basketball and baseball. So what do you what guess I would do with those cards?
Wait. Ask it. Say. I think. Can you? If your phone's on speaker, can you take it off speaker or do the opposite? It's a
Yeah.
little cutting in and out a little bit.
All right, I'm sorry, man. Is
No,
that
no,
better?
you're good. Yeah.
All right.
It could be on my end too.
So like with those rookies,
Yep.
what are you doing with them? Or obviously you're not doing much of that, but what would you suggest I do just so I can get a little more bankroll?
With what rookies? Like those.
Like I got a ton of base rookies.
Yeah, I would just dump them to like ComC or Quick Consign if it's a bunch of like lower
All
end
right.
cards. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
All right, sweet. Man.
Cool. Well, sweet. Good luck. Keep me updated on how it's going.
All right, thank you very much. I'll call back for
All right.
sure.
Let me know. Talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Man, the people sound depressed today. It's like, is it like a Monday? Because you have to go back to work. It's like, what's going on today? Just no energy. It's like, I have these cards. I want to get them graded. Just living up. Yeah, they're living
Hello,
up.
Simon.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric. My name's Jaime Reyes. I've been selling for about a year.
You said Jaime?
Yeah, Jaime.
Is that Spanish? Is that wrong?
Yeah, I'm Mexican American.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was curious. I didn't know if it was like
Yeah.
Middle Eastern or Spanish, but what's up? How can I
Yeah,
assist you?
cool. Yeah, I have about I don't know, 20 PSA 10s at the quarterback that I graded,
Okay.
and I'm heading to the National. I wanted to know, like, should I sell those at the National or should I sell those at card shows or on eBay later in August?
Well, one. It sounds like your goal is to make a side income with cards, right?
Yep, for sure.
What is your goal to make like a few thousand, more or less?
Well, I have a corporate job right now. I mean, my goal is to get out of corporate eventually.
Okay.
I've been here 30 years and
Oh shit. You sound young. How old are you?
48.
You sound like you're like 29. You sound young. Okay, so the goal is to get out of
Nice.
corporate. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you need to replace your income at corporate?
I mean, I make a ton.
Oh, well, how much do you need to leave
So,
to just like give yourself? Because I'm sure you have a bunch of cash saved. Give yourself a cushion to leave.
I mean, I don't even want to say on air. I make a lot of money. So
Okay.
it's more of what can I do in retirement that can be
Retirement.
fulfillment, still bring in
Mhm.
some money, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you have more than enough money. Yeah. So what I would do, and are you newer getting into sports cards?
I am. I did go to Fanatics Fest. I kind of got big show
Yeah.
experience
It's overwhelming,
last
right?
month. Been setting up at shows. I've been doing really successful at local shows in Arizona
Oh, nice.
and a decent eBay business.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to live over there in Scottsdale. But all right, so what I would do personally, if I was newer, the easiest way, like the people always ask me where's the best place to buy cards? Where's the best place to sell cards? The answer is building relationships and getting people's phone numbers because quick to do deals. They pay you Venmo, Cash App, Zelle with no fees. So I would sell those cards at the show. If you got them graded and they 10, you'll make money.
Right.
And make relationships. So when it comes time to sell football cards in the future or sell any cards, you have people's contact information and you do you do deals with people that you trust. And a lot of people that buy these cards now are just give them the repackers. You know what a repacker is?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it even like maybe you could hold it, maybe it'll go up 5 or 10% more, but there's no better place to build relationships than that card show. So when you do sell the cards, just say to them, "Hey, do you also mind if I grab your phone number? I always have cards
Right.
for sale, so I can hit you up in the future, and I'm always buying." Everyone's there for the same purpose to buy and sell cards, so no one's gonna say no. And that's how to build
Sure.
relationships. So, like, a lot of times when in the future, you just have tons of people's phone numbers and contact information, and that's the easiest and fastest way to do deals. And you wake up, when I used to buy and sell cards full time, I used to wake up in the morning and people were just texting me like, "Yo, I got these cards for sale. You want them?" And they knew what I would pay, and like a lot of times I would just wake up to deals. That's where you want to get to. So
Right.
so yeah, I would sell them for that reason. You'll make your money, but more importantly, building relationships.
Right. Cool, man. I think my only other question is, what are your thoughts on this eBay test with the sniping going away?
What's the test?
I think they're
Oh,
testing
yeah,
like
yeah.
extending auctions. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Cards are gonna sell for what they're worth. I mean, I
yeah,
don't think it matters. It's just
yeah, because I've had success using the Easy Sniper. So thanks for that tip.
yeah, I wonder if Easy Sniper is gonna work now. Yeah, we'll see.
Right. That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think it will. I think what'll happen is it's gonna, it's gonna start. The countdown's gonna go, 3, 2, 1, and then it's gonna bid whatever you put in the last second.
Right.
And then it's gonna reboot for another 5 minutes, and then if you win, you win. And if you don't, you don't.
Right.
But yeah,
Sweet.
cool. Any other questions?
Well, thank you so much.
Well, sweet. I'll see you at the Nationals. Say hi.
Yeah, I will.
All right, awesome. Good luck out there.
Take care. Bye bye.
Later. See you. Bye. All right, we keep it going along. That guy did not sound 48 and 49 like he's been in corporate for 30 years. He must have a good job. Not a non-stressful job.
Hi, this is Pat.
What's up, Pat? You got Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric, how you doing, man?
What's up, dude? Where you calling from?
Actually, calling from Vermont.
Vermont. That is the last place I was expecting. But okay, I did not expect that. We don't get any. Don't get many
actually,
Vermont people.
No, I bet. So, from New Hampshire originally, but
Okay, cool.
yeah. So I got back into the hobby like in January, I think.
Okay.
And I started out not knowing that I was going to sell cards.
Okay.
I used to collect when I was a kid. And I actually did pretty well. I went to Walmart, bought like two $27 blaster boxes of football.
Okay.
And I pulled a JJ McCarthy downtown.
Okay. Well, it's
And
better to be lucky than good. You know what they say.
Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where that kind of kicked it off, and then because I didn't know what a downtown was.
Yep.
So long story short, started an eBay store, been doing pretty well with it. And started kind of doing, what you recommend, just finding players, buying them on eBay and Facebook, stuff like that. Not buying packs and gambling.
All right. Yep.
So I started doing PSA grading as well. So got and doing pretty well with that. I think I sent 20, just got them back, got 11 10s and 9 9s.
It's pretty good for your first order. Usually it
Yeah,
goes
not too
way.
bad.
Usually it goes way worse.
Yeah, I think I was, a little lucky, but I do feel like I'm getting better at judging the cards to be able to send out. So.
Okay, cool.
So my question is, I have a 24 absolute JSN Purple Rain.
Okay. Who is it?
I'm
Who's the
sorry,
player?
Jackson Smith, JSN,
Jackson Smith
Seattle.
and the Jigba. Okay, I thought JSN was like a variation or something. But okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, so Smith 2024 absolute.
Yeah, and it's so I had pulled it from a pack, and that's back when I literally bought 3 blaster boxes and pulled like 3 pretty valuable cards.
That's pretty crazy. Geez, they're giving good cards over there in Vermont.
Yeah, no kidding. In Walmart too.
You're gonna have people that are gonna start going to that local Walmart.
I won't say the town. I mean,
yeah, hide it. Yeah, keep it to yourself.
So my question is, so I sent it out, got it graded, came back a 10.
Okay.
It's a pop 1.
What's it number to?
Number to 10. It's 7 of 10.
And it's called Purple Rain.
It's a Purple Rain. Yeah.
RAIN or REIJN?
RAIN, like rain, like raining. Yeah.
Let's see something. And are you asking me what's it worth?
So that's my thing. So I did list it on eBay, and I'm just not sure if I'm so far off base on, or if it's worth more or less, or.
Let's see. I will tell you. So this is 24.
It's a 24. Yeah.
Is that his rookie card?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good news for you is a Marvin Harrison, which probably sells for a little bit more. A PSA 10 sold for $318.
Okay.
So probably in that range.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I listed it for like $800 or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably a little off if I had to guess, but it's a rare card and all it takes is one buyer, but probably worth about 300.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would no, honestly, you should be up here on the mic telling people how to break open boxes and cases and packs. That's the real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I got really lucky on some of those, and I know they say that's not a good thing to do. And every once in a while, I'll be in there and I'll grab one, and like I pulled a Bowman Chrome Black Wave Cooper Flag.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah, I gotta go to Vermont. I gotta move.
I sent it to PSA. It got a 10, and so I'm getting offers for $250 for it.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I'll take that money and start to buy singles and start to flip them.
And that's what I've been doing is buying singles I'm 99% buying singles now and sending them to PSA. So
cool, sweet. Any did you have a question? Like, did I answer your question?
You answered my question. I'm trying to oversell that JSN card.
Oh, okay,
so.
yeah, the JSN. Yeah, you're overpriced. Don't be so greedy. You got it for free, basically.
That's right.
Any other questions to help you?
No, that's gonna do it. I won't hold you up anymore.
Sweet. Well, keep doing your thing over there in Vermont. Call back in the future.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Keep me an update.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, and we're moving along on the road again. Do great song. Who's that? Willie Nelson. On the road again. On the road again. And answer. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, what's going on?
What's your name?
This is Jacob.
Jacob.
Calling out of New York City.
So I hear the accent, New York City. I'm from there too. So
All
I could pick it
right.
up.
Just joined the program about 2 weeks ago.
Cool.
So before I joined, I had bought a bunch of Panini Prism, Monopoly blaster boxes. And, I ripped them all open.
Yep.
Didn't really get much back. Was thinking, what should I do?
What should you? Well, if you just pulled like garbage cards, which Monopoly is not the best product. I mean, some of the cards are you might as well
Yeah,
use them as toilet paper. To be honest.
yeah. It's just I wanted to grab something to rip, and I seen them out there in the wild,
Yeah, I would rip
so I
regular
grabbed to
Prism.
see.
Try to rip regular Prism if you're gonna rip something.
Yeah, I ripped some regular Prism too. Just got a few pinks out of a Mega Blaster.
Yeah, I would look to see if some of it's worth getting graded. If they sell for at least like $40-$50 a 10, and then just the other stuff is just worthless. It's like I said, it's
Yeah.
just like having
So
toilet paper.
when I put them into price charting, most of them are PSA between 35 and 40.
Yeah, if it's 40 plus, I would send it in.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions?
That's it for me, man. Thank you. I'll be on the coaching call tonight.
Sweet. Cool. Good luck in there.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye bye. All right. Keep it chugging. Keep it chugging along. He's talking about the coaching call inside the program, by the way.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
How's it going?
What's up? What's your name?
My name's Dave.
Dave, you have a voice that you could like sell as either like a, I don't know, like what's it called when you're like you could be like the back voice to like a character on like a cartoon show.
I would be up for that. That would probably make more money than teaching.
Oh yeah. The rumor is teachers don't get paid enough. So that is I've heard that a lot. There's a lot of students that join the program and they're teachers and they they always tell me that they don't get paid enough, which is interesting because where I'm from in northern New Jersey and also in New York, like Long Island, teachers get paid well, but apparently everywhere else, teachers don't get paid well.
Yeah, it's all relative, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's also really expensive in New Jersey, but teachers in New Jersey, if you're there for 20 years, you'll get like six figures plus.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I looks like I got to move.
Yeah. Well, where do you live?
Massachusetts.
Okay. Gotcha. So Massachusetts. So it's probably kind of expensive and they're probably not paying you enough. So how can I help you make more money?
Thank you. So I feel like I was late to the game in sending in my rookie quarterbacks to get graded. Are there any rookie quarterbacks you'd like recommend sending in now, knowing the turnaround time?
Yeah, it's not a matter of the player, it's a matter of the card. So if you're right, so are you in the program or not?
No, I'm always watching your lives
Okay.
and your YouTubes.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I asked just to see like how much like information you have. So right, season starts early September. You just need to sell before the season starts. So it's not a matter like you don't want any football. This is how I do it. Right. I don't want any football on me when the season starts. So all I'm doing is I'm just like now if I'm buying football, right, it's July. And if you look at the PSA website, let me just look right here so I'm not talking out of my ass. If you go to the PSA website and let me share my screen just so everyone can see what I'm talking about. And you look at grading. So, right, the value service, 45 business days, not too risky. You can start using the $40 service, which is 20 business days, which should take a month. You're kind of cutting it close though. Or the value max, which takes 15 business days. So basically, what I'm trying to say is if you want to buy football, it's not a matter of the player. You have to be buying higher end cards. So you no longer can you buy $40, $50 cards because it doesn't make sense to buy a $50 card then spend $40 to get it graded, right? You need to be buying cards probably at the minimum probably like $200 at the minimum. Or you could just move into basketball. That you probably see me talk about a bunch.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then like as as far as selling, what's your take on Whatnot? Like, is
For
does that
sale?
make more sense than eBay or?
Yeah, it's better than eBay. It's just more of a pain in the ass. I've actually never personally sold on Whatnot, but you apparently you could auction just cards and people overpay all the time because people on Whatnot don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing. So uh, I've heard it's a good platform to sell. I've had a bunch of students make really good money selling on Whatnot. Me personally, I don't do it because I usually move higher end stuff, and Whatnot's not really the place for that. But for selling like $100, $200 cards, it's a good place.
All right, awesome. And what do you look for when you're sending in like cards that get graded? How much of a return are you
At
looking to
least
make?
At least the minimum is at least doubling my money. So if a card is $50 and I'm spending $70 to get it graded, shipping fees, this, that, let's say I'm into it for 80 total, I need to net at least 160 after fees to make sure it's worth it for me to get graded. I want to at least double my money if it's going to get a 10.
All right, so not like great getting cards graded during the season doesn't really make sense because it's if an injury happens, then
Yeah, you
that like
could.
2x kind of changes.
You could. It's just more of an advanced strategy. Since you're starting, I would not. Like you'll see when the football season starts, a lot of the young guys like Caleb Williams and all those dudes, a lot of them will go down in value. Then they'll start to stabilize by like week 5 or 6. So then you could go in and buy, and maybe they'll play a little worse, maybe they'll play a little better. I'll mess around sometimes and I'll look at a player like I remember I did this with Lamar Jackson like 2 years ago. I bought a bunch of his cards knowing he had a really easy like 4 or 5 games. I don't know if you remember that crazy spin move he had against the Bengals. Remember that?
Yes,
So
yes,
right the week before that, he had a few easy. Not only that, the Bengals had a bad defense back then, but a few other teams he played after were bad, and Lamar Jackson's value went down. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy some Lamar cards to get him graded. I'm gonna just have him back in a week or two because it took less time back then, and his value like popped off. So I'll look at like the football season in the middle of the season and just see like, okay, who has an easy like upcoming like 3, 4, 5 games that's went down in value that could pop back up. But it's a more advanced strategy, and I probably would just stick to buying in the off season for now if I were you.
all right, all right. And taking another question. Sorry about this. And low numbered cards, is that worth grading?
That's such a general question. If you
I know,
for
I know.
what you're doing at the moment and starting, I would not. I would not be messing around with like
Okay.
cards number to 5, number to 10, number to 25. There's too many cards out there that were you could buy easily, get greater, and make some money on. Where I would not be mess around with low numbered cards because it's tricky to determine what they're worth and what they'll be worth getting graded. I would not for now. But yes, they are
Okay.
worth getting graded,
It,
but just not for now.
and when you were like sending in cards full time, like how often did you send submissions in?
Uh, I would just send all the cards. Like I was not actually the one sending in the cards. They would just all go to my friend in Texas, who would then bring them up. Like when I was like going crazy, this is like before the pandemic. I was I would send them all to my buddy in Texas, and they would just all get shipped directly to him, and he would go every Friday to Beckett.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that I'm still blown away by this, and I think it's a game changer. But like the secretarial service you were talking about in like another country,
Wait,
does that still?
what service in another
Oh, sorry.
country?
It was like I think you had like someone in another country like doing checking like eBay
Damn.
comps and
Mm. Oh yeah, I still do that. um, so it's a virtual assistant. So in the Philippines, so like for example, like Major League Profits, we have like 50 employees and like 12 to 15 of them are in the Philippines for like operation tasks. And they like in the Philippines, the US dollar is very strong. So you could pay them $3, $4, $5 an hour. That's a lot of money in the Philippines. And you could train someone over there in the Philippines for like $3 an hour to look on eBay for you for like, for me, I do it for like 4 hours a day. and I've trained them on what cards to buy, the sports, the season, the types of cards, like the centering, the corners, the edges, the surface, how to look at what cards sell for, if it's worth it getting graded a 10. They're trained just like me. And they go, they look, they put all the cards they think are worth getting graded on a spreadsheet. They vetted all that stuff that takes time that I just said. I go in this spreadsheet, I look at the end of the day, I buy what looks good, then I move on to the next day, and it costs me $3 an hour. One of our coaches, his name is Bill. He actually has 3 of them working full time for him.
That's genius.
Yeah, pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for everything, and I really appreciate you
Yeah,
taking the time to answer my questions.
yeah, dude. No worries. Good luck out there. If you have any other questions in the future, call in.
All right, I appreciate it. Have a
All right.
great day.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. We have a few more. He's got to be a little quicker. Your boy's got some stuff to do.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
All right. My name's Liam Fowler
What's up, Liam?
from Oklahoma.
How can I help?
So I bought a couple football cards before I started watching their content.
Okay.
So now I got them in, and I'm wondering, should I just use the $40 per card grading service, or should I just sell them raw, kind of take my losses, and move on to basketball?
What are the cards?
So I'd say about half of them are about $100 or more, and half of them are about like 50 each. So I have the $50 ones are one's kind of like a orange disco Caleb Williams, like a JJ McCarthy Stars Optic,
Yeah, so all that stuff
and then the
is
more expensive
that's decent
ones.
stuff to get
You
graded.
said
It's a matter of condition.
decent stuff.
Are they in good condition?
I mean, I would think so, but I haven't sent anything in yet, so it'll be
Yeah, if you don't see any corner wear, which is usually the
yeah.
biggest thing, and the centering is good, I would give it a shot. Send it in.
Okay. For the $40.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
I'd probably
I
just
have
rip the
some other cards
$40.
that are more expensive that I'll definitely send.
Yeah, I would
But
just rip the $40 and make a little bit less.
yeah, all right. Doesn't matter if I lose a little. I'm just getting started.
Yeah, it's okay. You should make a little bit if they 10, and if they get a 9,
All
oh
right.
well, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
You'll
that's all I
reboot.
had.
Cool. Well, sweet. Appreciate
All
you
right.
calling in. Yeah, keep me
Thank you, man.
updated. Let me know how it goes when you send them in.
All right.
All right, later.
See ya.
See ya. And the last caller. The last caller. Let's screen the callers. No more price checks. Unfortunately, that's like half the questions. People always want to know what their cards are worth. Kind of why I'm here. Go walking. Just. Hey, what's up? You got
Hello.
Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric. This is Russell.
What's up, Russell? How can I help?
Essentially, the card that I have a question on.
Yep.
So it's an RCG slab, which pretty cool. I think the way they bring the slab into the card. But my question is, should I break it and send it to PSA?
What's the card worth?
That's my second question.
Okay. So let me just.
I have it listed on eBay, but I have a feeling I have it listed.
Yeah, you probably do. So 2020 select. This is the card. Trae Young, Neon. What was it? Neon what?
It's a neon orange pulsar,
What's it number 2?
15.
Let's see. Number to 49. Yeah. Nah, the card's too cheap to send in for grading. I wouldn't. It's probably worth like, I mean, it's right on the cusp. It's like 50, $60 as a 10. If you think it's in good condition, I'd send it in.
Yeah, I mean, it got a 10 for
all 4 grades.
Yeah, those companies though aren't as reputable outside of like PSA and Beckett. So they
Okay.
do give much more tens, much more leniently. But I would send it. I would send it in. It's not like you're gonna make a ton of money, but it's just worth it.
Sounds good.
Cool. Any other questions?
All right. Nope, that was it. Thank you.
Awesome. Sweet. Cool. That's it. That's a wrap. Hopefully you like this stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.